Today, Emma Kate is here to make one of our family favorites, hamburger bites.
I love hamburger bites.
You do? I'm Jade Gallagher. I'm a military wife, a mom of 4, and a Code Red certified coach. I not only lost nearly 80 pounds in 5 months, but I completely healed my crippling psoriatic arthritis living the Code Red lifestyle. And today we are going to share with you one of our family favorites on a new spin on how to make burgers. That's right, they're called hamburger bites. And it's really just a new spin to make burgers. So what it is we are going to make half of them with cheese and half of them without cheese, because Code Red kids can absolutely have cheese, and we don't have cheese as adults in weight loss. So we are gonna save half of them for the adults and not have cheese. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna use a pound of ground meat. This can be venison, this can be beef, turkey, whatever your preferred ground meat is going to be. So you're going to have a thawed pack of ground meat, 1 egg, and your favorite seasoning. My favorite seasoning is Montreal Steak seasoning for burgers. So what you're gonna do is you are going to mix all of this up. So just put it in your mixer, crack your egg in there, and then I am going to use 2 teaspoons of this Montreal Steak seasoning. 2 teaspoons to just season it up really good. And then, hold on, then we're gonna mix this up.
Mama, we gotta use seasoning.
We're going to, hold on just a second. You're gonna just mix it up real fast. Mix.
It's a piece of splash, Mama.
Oops. Okay, so once you get that all mixed together, so that's the egg, the ground beef, and your seasoning, you are going to take a teaspoon measuring cup. And these are mini muffin pans. You want to use the mini ones, not the original size ones, because these are little bites. So you're gonna take a teaspoon of hamburger meat, and you are going to scoop it in, and this is where I let the kids, you need to press it down. So can you press those down as I'm scooping them in?
Wait, how do I press it down?
Just press it down.
Okay.
So then once you get all of these scooped in, you are going to add a teeny slice of butter. So what you're doing is you're creating layers. So layer upon layer upon layer, and then they all bake together, and they're so good, y'all. So we are going to do half of this pan. It makes 24, but Emma Kate and I are only gonna do 12 right now and save the rest for a little bit. Okay, you're doing such a great job. So just kind of, y'all, they don't need to be perfect by any means of the imagination. And I didn't spray these or anything because they have enough oil in them that they're not really gonna stick. So that's what it's gonna look like. So you have your first layer. Then you're gonna use butter. So I just have a regular salted butter, and you're gonna use just a little pat of butter. And what I do is I half this, and then, well, actually a quarter. I quarter each pad to make a little square. So you want your square of butter to be about this size. So it's just a little pat of butter, and you're gonna put them in the middle. You're gonna put those in the middle. So we're gonna make little squares. What the butter does is it just gives it a little more fat and helps it stay moist while it's baking, so it's not dry. So you just kind of cut a little slice of butter off. I'll make the little squares. Can you put those squares in? And then you're gonna do another layer of a teaspoon of hamburger meat. So another teaspoon of ground meat. Can you press this over the butter? And you just wanna make sure that one is pressed over the butter. And
it doesn't matter if it shows?
Nope, it doesn't matter if it shows. So just kind of scoop it in, y'all. It doesn't need to be perfect.
Oh, yeah, I thought that was
I haven't put it in that one yet. Then once we get this layer complete, then we're gonna have a cheese layer. So like I said, half of these are going to have cheese and half of them are not. So depending on if you're a Code Red kid or if you're in weight loss mode or maintenance mode, wherever you are in your journey will depend on if you add the cheese or not. So then, can you help me sprinkle some cheese? So you're just gonna grab just a little bit of shredded cheese, whatever cheese of your choice, it doesn't matter. So just a little shredded cheese on top. Make sure that it's not on the sides, that it's actually in the little cup on top of your hamburger meat because you don't want it to stick or burn. So we're just gonna kind of cover our hamburger meat and then we're gonna put one more layer of our ground meat on top. And that top layer is gonna dome over just a little bit. Perfect, you did such a great job on that. So the top layer is gonna dome over a little and that is okay. That is totally okay, but you want to get that top layer big enough that it completely covers that cheese. So parents, your kids may need help with this layer. So what you are going to do is just scoop, this may take, I guess it takes about 2 teaspoons instead of 1 teaspoon on top. And then just press them together. And once these are done, you're going to bake them in a preheated oven of 375 degrees for about 12 to 15 minutes until your hamburger is done. And once it is done, we love to serve these with toothpicks. Y'all, toothpicks are so much fun for kids. Why are toothpicks so much fun? I don't know, but they are. So we love to serve these with toothpicks and they like to dip them in sugar-free ketchup. And y'all, these are always a hit. Aren't they super yummy?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, do you love them? Okay, so this is what our hamburger bites are going to look like. These are all cheese, so our next batch is going to be without cheese. And so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna add another layer of butter instead of adding that layer of cheese. If you are ready to deep dive into your weight loss journey, if you're ready to take it to the next level, I would love to help you with that. Head over to coderedlifestyle.com/Jade and let's get this party started. Y'all, there's no time like the present.